Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Natural Physique Coaching Podcast. All the gang are here. Apologies for our slight hiatus last week. We all were just ridiculously busy on that Tuesday. We weren't able to get it done. Kept trying to reschedule it, and we were all still too busy. But we're all here for this Tuesday. Hopefully, you're all enjoying being back and listening to us yapping shite. We're going to talk through a little bit about the upcoming show weekends for our clients. We've got the OCB, we've got the UKDP Northern as well. Chat about how our week's been, have a little catch up, and have a few questions. So, first of all, Noah, the man of the hour, peak week. How are we? Excited for the show? How's things?
We are peaking. We're chudding right now. I say chudding like anything less than 15k steps is chudding for me. So we've got 11.9 just now, and that's me chudding. I've got my feet up and relaxing. It's again a week where I don't feel really like I'm competing, so it's more so a case of just make sure Yanis has got everything that he needs for his show this weekend, and then wrap up his season there. But yeah, this is going to be my last show in the UK before heading away in 2.5 weeks. I'm going to be going to Korea, which is fucking scary to think of it being that soon. But very much looking forward to it. We had some plans with the boys, book in Japan, so I'm sure we'll probably get into that at some point. But aside from that, it's been pretty relaxing.
Sick. I like it. Lots of what's it? Club Penguin.
Yeah, fucking
Is that your
100.
hyper fixation for 2 weeks?
Yeah. I'm sure everyone, if there's the loyal listeners, they'll know that I'll have something for 2 weeks that I'll be obsessed with. Right now, we're going for a black belt in card jitsu. That's where the hustle's at right now. I realised that I can't just blow all my income up in Pokemon, so I'll keep my eyes open. I'll do my steps going to the shops, but when I'm chudding out, I've got Club Penguin right there.
Too right.
Didn't like I saw a Instagram post not long ago, and it was like Club Penguin like petition to bring it back or something.
And
Yeah,
it's shut down. Came back.
it's deleted.
So
It's
how are you playing it?
There's like fan people have downloaded. Josh cares so much.
Sorry, it's
They,
distraction. Like
there's
aggressive.
people downloaded all the data and have like their own fan servers. So it's called Club Penguin Legacy for all y'all guys out there. And it's legit just the exact same game that you played whenever you were growing up, but the actual website itself gets shut down, so it's on a different website.
Damn, someone clutched
can't,
up.
can't remember it at all. Like, I remember I played it, but what do you do? Don't you just like you don't do anything?
I just remember fishing.
Yeah, the fishing, the go karting, or not go karting. There was the cart sledding whenever you're in the mines. The card jitsu was my thing. I loved it. To be fair, you just dress up your penguin and you cut him out. That's about it. But I find that I'm at that point where I'm just going so much into nostalgia. Everything's nostalgia right now. What did I enjoy when I was younger? That's what I'm doing. I don't know if it's a comfort thing right now because it's a bit more difficult in prep. And I'm like, I quite like the comfort of when I was younger. So I'm watching Barnyard, Open Season again, and just
Every day.
but it's over the hedge. But it's working, so I can't
No, we
complain.
should play, that Papa Pizzeria thing.
Oh
Like,
yes,
that would drive me through the fucking roof. In terms
This
of,
is a good chat. Like PC games that you played at school. You know,
Yeah.
like when you were in like
Well, what
in
was the
school.
website called?
did you have like IT?
and ICT, yeah.
the
Okay.
snake one. The snake.
I like Run. Run was fun.
Yes, run on cool math games.
Cool math games
yeah.
is what I'm looking for. That's it. I was gonna chat GBT it there.
Mental.
What was
Those
it? There was the one with the rectangle block that you had to try.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. You had to get it in the actual square.
Fire Boy and the
Fireboy
water.
and Lava Girl.
Aye.
Balloons TD4. Anyone
What's
play
that?
Balloons TD4.
Yes.
Oh,
Tower Defense.
unbelievable. On my phone or my iPad, I used to have my iPad as a kid, and I had Clash of Clans on there, Bloons TD4. There was the game where you were a wee penguin, and it was like the bumps. And you had to
Yeah,
go
you had
in
to catch it
and
smooth.
catch it.
Yeah.
I was sweating. Oh, that was unbelievable.
That was a great game.
Anyone play Copter?
No, Unk here. 25 years ago.
Copter was sick. It was basically the Flappy Bird before Flappy Bird became a thing.
Okay.
It was
Oh, Geometry Dash. I used to
Yeah,
love
but that wasn't on the PC. That was on the phone.
What was the football game called with the big heads? They just used to
Big
head.
Head Football.
Yeah.
Nah, it wasn't called that.
Yeah, there was one called Big Head Football. I swear, you're like Wayne Rooney, and it's just his foot and his head.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it was called Big Head Football.
Maybe
Though. I feel
Big
like it
Head
was a more
Soccer.
creative name than that.
Hold on,
I
Big
used to
Head.
like the dirt bike ones on Cool Math Games.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Anyone used to play? What was it called? Was it called Heads and Volleys? Obviously, you used to play Heads and Volleys like actually playing football, but there was a game that you could. Was it called Heads and Volleys? You would know it. It was a football game, and you just had to do like volleys, headers, snapshots.
Oh, is this whenever it would take the snapshot is turning around and you have to like
and
hold
you'd,
on
like,
to it?
you'd be able to like dump your girlfriend and get a new one, and
Yeah,
buy
yes.
a yacht.
Was that not jumpers and jumpers for
Just for
goalposts?
goalposts. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you
that was
go.
sick.
That was a good one as
Oh,
well.
there was a bull ride. It was like, I'm trying to think what it was. There was a bull chasing you, and you had to go through different courses and shit. I'm gonna find that one. There was a few
Everybody
ones.
that
You just
likes
sitting.
football, jumpers for goalposts. Get on it.
That was good. Mate, you used to have that in the Sky remote as well.
Did you?
On Sky Games, there was a version of it because remember you could do like the overhead kick as well.
Yeah.
There was ones like that where you had to time it for the overhead kick and get the animation right. Yeah, jumpers for the goalpost was good. New Star Soccer.
I've found
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's called Extreme Pamplona. I don't have any clue.
Oh,
Yes. I
Yeah.
do remember
I-
playing
I'm
that.
very
You
playing the
had to-
boxes.
Yeah, they were unbelievable. That was fucking great. Never paid attention in computing, admin, business, or anything because you just
Yeah.
sit and play that shit.
Plants v Zombies.
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any of you
I
used to
used
do
to-
like Cityville and Farmville on Facebook?
I was too young. I wasn't allowed on Facebook.
Um,
I always wanted to play Farmville, but then I had to wait for like Simpsons Tapped Out and all that to come out on the tablets.
Remember Cut the Rope?
Oh,
Yes, unbelievable.
shout.
Jetpack Joyride, if we're talking about
Oh, are we going mobile now?
games, yeah. Jetpack Joyride was great.
Yeah.
There was I don't know if anyone ever played it, but there was a Real Steel game on the phone or the iPad, and that was incredible as well. So addictive.
Oh,
Been
did you
you
ever
too.
play potty training? And it was you had to build a plane out of like a plastic toilet, and you'd add on like rockets and shit to it over time. Oh, it's fucking brilliant.
So is
Um,
oh, here's
potty
one old enough for Finn. Paper toss.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was like proper original iPhone type of shit. Or
That was
iPod.
sick, to be fair.
Paper toss was great. The wind comes in, you're having to fucking finesse it around, isn't it? Yeah, they were great. Lots of good games.
Oh, wait, have you seen this?
No.
That's potty racing. Ugh.
What was that one with the shopping cart?
I think I have seen that. Yeah, I just seen one of them there. I do remember that. Yep. So weird how it just like you see something and
Yeah.
Brings
I
it
feel like I recognise loads of them, but I just didn't play them. You know, like when you see the cover photo and it's just like that cut the rope one. I've never played it, but I know I've seen it.
Yeah.
Cut the Rope was great.
Peggle.
Nah, never.
Yeah.
Peggle was good. That was an old one.
Is that not what you get as like a pure like base game on your Xbox?
Yeah, it came with like all Xbox 360s or something like that.
That's why I played it.
Shopping cart hero.
No.
Oh, that name rings a bell. Have you got a photo of it or something? Yes. Yeah, I think that's like a similar one to potty racing, actually.
Wait, I think I've got a good one. Granny Smith. Granny Smith, she's trying to get her apples. She's chasing
No.
the person that's stole her apple.
No.
You had a wee hook, you had her cane, and you had to like hook onto shit and then launch over.
How is there this many games? Like, how is the ones you'd think there'd be all of them, like the common ones we all know? I feel like there's loads that
Yeah.
I don't have a
Oh,
clue.
we all had niche ones for sure. Like there was a game Benji Bananas I used to love playing, just because my middle name's Benjamin, and you'd just be a monkey swinging on vines collecting bananas. It was shit, but it was cool. What other ones? Did you ever play like Moshi Monsters or
No.
Penguin, any of that.
The only thing I actually kind of grinded properly was Clash of Clans. Like, I
Yeah,
used to be so serious about that shit when I was younger.
I could never get into that. Too
Played
much time
Subway
in it.
Surfers on the flight back from the WNBF Supernaturals last
Hmm.
year and broke my high score. So just for a straight hour, just sat and played Subway Surfers.
I remember playing like Top Zoo and stuff. It was like
What?
Top Zoo. It was like the same idea as Clash of Clans, but it was a big zoo.
Okay. I dropped £1,000 on one of those type of games because I thought because it wasn't physical cash, like no one would ever see it. So I was maybe, I don't know, like 7 years old. And I knew it was wrong, but I was like, fuck it, no one will ever notice because I thought it was only like physical cash that you could spend. So I had my dad's bank account linked to the game, and I just kept buying like the 99.99, 99.99, 99.99, and he was like, "This must be like, it's spam email or something." And he was like, "Josh, have you bought anything on this?" And I was like, "No, no, 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 no." And then like he eventually got home. He was like, "You fucking kidding me?" I think it was like 1,400 pounds.
Jeez.
And he phoned like the company, ended up getting like all their contact numbers and shit, and then they phoned and they were like, "My son's fucking 5 years old, he didn't know it was clicking," and they were like, "Oh, okay, we'll refund you." So they refunded everything, and I kept the in-game rewards. And I was like, "This is the fucking best day of my life. Apart from nearly getting battered, this is the best day of my life." So I got £1,400 worth of shit for free. Maybe do that for FIFA points or something.
N-
No.
Nah, I don't know if I can talk about what we used to do for FIFA points on this.
Tell us after. We keep that for the after hours.
I used to ask my mum like once a week if I could use like a fiver for FIFA points.
Would it usually be like if it would usually be when I used to play football, like if you score a goal or if you do whatever, like you get FIFA points.
See, that was when I was young. Yeah, it's probably before FIFA points were a thing. Like when I was like young enough to be getting rewarded like that. But yeah, basically like I'd just be like, on a Friday, I'd be like, "Oh, can I put like a fiver on?" And like most of the time she'd say yeah. And if she said yeah, like I'd always do more than five. I'd do a fiver like
Like,
4 times and be like,
yeah, see what you can get away with. Nah, I used to buy FIFA coins when you were able to do it, and just not let it on. Like I'd be like to my friends, "Yeah, mate, I fucking packed him and this and that." And then I was at my friend's house. My dad was picking me up from the sleepover, and he was like, "Oh, what did you get with all your coins that I bought?" And I was like, "No, he's ruined it." I was like, "He's
Yeah, honest.
fuck." Because I was like to the boys, "Oh, I fucking packed him and tried to big it all up and this and that." And I'd bought 1,000,000 FIFA coins for like £7.
"Did you get him off DH Gate?"
I think it was Key something. I don't know.
Yeah, like keys for you, some shit like that.
Yeah, it was fucking. If you want coins, some FIFA
Oh
coins.
no, FIFA HD.
It was crazy. You don't. Finn doesn't know. He wasn't
Right.
tapped in.
Let's actually let's crack on with the
Everyone
podcast.
enjoyed the nostalgic games section.
Yeah.
On to
Matt,
more stuff. How he's doing, yeah, Matt?
how's life?
All good, all good. We're digging with the capital D, but we're all good.
Yeah.
Now sub 3 weeks out, which is once again absolutely terrifying, but starting to see everything kind of come to life now, which is nice. Running pretty flat at the minute, but like getting sharper every single day, which is good to see, and it's cool because I get like little glimpses of it. Like we ran like even just a moderate carb day, like Goldilocks protocol, not a high day, not a low day, just somewhere in the middle, and it was like I think it was only like 70 grams of carbs more going into the session, but I could see everything push into the skin more, and I'm like, oh, that conditioning, that detail is actually there. So that kind of gave me like a little bit of a boost, and we've just been still push or pulling down even more. So I think we'll probably be doing that over the next 2 weeks anyway. Although Tim talked about maybe putting a bit more food in, just because we don't want to run too flat for too long. Like you need to get flat to get the fat off, but you don't want to risk running too flat for too long.
Yeah.
Especially when the shape and the pop is kind of what makes my physique stand out so much. So yeah, food is sitting at like 1,800 calories training days, 1,600 rest days, 15k steps every day, 40 minutes of cardio every day. and we're just kind of taking it on a day by day basis. You know, I think I said to a couple of people, it was like I've been checking in with Tim daily for like over a month now. Um, However, it was kind of like this is the plan. We'll check in, make sure you're all good. Now it's like okay, check in every single day, but we'll tailor the plan to how you feel that day. So it is kind of like
An actual check-in.
yeah, it's like more of an actual check-in where things can change, plans can change based on how I feel that day. So it's a lot more a lot more proactive rather than reactive. Where we're like, okay, you're maybe just running a little bit flat. Let's put a little bit of food in today. Oh, your legs are dragging a bit more. Let's not do the 40 minutes of cardio, 15k steps. Let's pull back, have a good training session, push on again tomorrow. And that approach has worked really well. So yeah, 3 weeks out, just under 3 weeks out. Glutes are coming in very nicely now, even though it's not all about the glutes, but we all want shredded glutes, you know, just being honest. And yeah, feeling decent. Get moments within the day where all I want to do is wrap myself up in a blanket and not leave my room, but he doesn't get that.
Normal, mate. It's normal off season.
It's like I just get like peaks and troughs, but the mental thing is like the peaks are always equal to the trough. The other day, I had the highest peak. Like I felt on top of the world. It was yesterday, actually. Yesterday morning, I felt like I could run through a fucking brick wall. And then as soon as I got to the gym, it was like an equal trough, and I did not want to move. And I dragged my bollocks through that whole session.
When you do feel so good, you use it. You then like, oh, I feel fucking mint.
Yeah.
Like bouncing around and like using all your glycogen that you feel good on, and then you just fucked.
I got to the gym, I was like, and then I just dragged through that session. But look, it's part and parcel of doing a prep. You can't complain about these. You know, you can't enjoy the highs without having lows as well. So every low is just something that makes the highs feel even better when you do achieve them. So yeah, that's my life.
it. Like when you look back, you don't remember those. You remember how you looked on stage, the stage photos you've got, the results you got. You don't remember like, oh, I felt draggy that day. Yeah, you know, or how hard the prep was. Like you don't really remember that. You remember like how you looked on stage or how you felt about the look, not how you got there.
Mhm.
So like essentially, doesn't really matter how you fucking get there as long as you get there.
That's the thing. Like my prep's been completely different to Noah's prep. Completely different to the prep that you did. Like everyone's prep's different. You know, it really does not matter how you get there. It just
It's one of those, isn't it? Like I think now, obviously, it's very much promoted on social media about like making prep easy and like no cardio. And so I got a question saying like your approach with no cardio is amazing. I was like, no, it's not. I don't do that with everyone. I was like, I do that with people who maybe really don't like cardio and would rather do higher steps and would rather just run lower food. I don't give everybody zero cardio. Like it's if you can get lean without cardio, fucking great. Like the something I can't remember where I heard it, but like something that you should focus on is just like do enough. Like don't try and do more for the sake of doing more. Like do what
minimum effective volume, but
Yeah,
towards
exactly.
the prep.
Yeah. Do what you need to do to get lean. Doing more for the sake of it is just suffering for the sake of it. So if you can get away with no cardio and higher food, like some people, you know, I got clients like Ryan and Kieran that like the last thing they need is cardio. Like they're literally just genetically fucking peeled. Like you want them doing no cardio and actually like eating up because they just end up dropping weight ridiculously. Then you have other people who you have to have on cardio every day, and there's nothing like it doesn't mean that they're doing it right or they're doing it wrong. Like some people just have to do more than others. Like it's what it is. It's genetics. It's part of bodybuilding.
Yeah. Yeah, it just depends on the client, doesn't it? Like some people you'll have doing daily cardio, and like Matt doing daily cardio, some people are like, oh fuck, how'd you do that? I was actually saying to one of my clients, I quite like it when it's daily cardio because it's not a do I need to do cardio today? Like, oh, is it a cardio day? It's just part of your routine. It's like
I just every morning, it's lovely because now every morning is identical. I get up. I was going to say I get up at 5, but I've been waking up at like 3 o'clock, half 3, 4, half 4, just fucking randomly. But I'll get up immediately, do my vacuums, go for a piss, post downstairs for Tim, take the photos, do some extra runs, send that across, check in, hydrate myself, and then I'll get myself ready to go to Pure Gym to either do cardio or do steps. So based on what he tells me to do that day, I'll arrive at Pure Gym, the plan's already there. It's either I jump on the bike or I jump on the treadmill, and then I'm back home for 6:30 to have my first meal. So it's like it's every day is just Yeah, it's a little bit on the go. It's a little bit frantic at times, but it's the same thing every day. I know what I'm doing. As soon as I wake up, I feel like I've actually got a purpose. I'm not just lying in bed and thinking, "Oh, I might have a coffee today." It's like, nah, get up and get your shit done and crack on.
Yeah, it's nice to have direction in that sense, isn't it? Like
Mhm.
sometimes you can be like, oh, I wish I could lie in bed here, but then when that comes around, you're like, I feel like shit for doing that.
Ever,
Oh,
ever feel good for it.
Yeah, never. You need to
Like
get
I,
up.
the last time I had a lion, like I'm not saying that to like sound fucking hardcore, but like get up, just fucking get up. What are you doing? If you want to chill out, go chill out downstairs. Like get up, get on with your day. Like nobody, in my opinion, nobody ever feels better for getting up and being like, oh, I'm just gonna chill in bed. Like you just feel unproductive and it carries on for the whole day.
Yeah, start to your mornings
That's
important.
flash.
Yeah.
Do you think that's something you'll keep going in the off season then, mate? Like you maybe just do 20 minutes cardio, or you know what I mean? Because you like
I
that
would like, yeah,
productivity.
I would probably, I would take it out for leg days and just replace that with a longer morning walk.
Yeah.
But that's probably my only criticism of what I've got at the minute is I really don't have any time to do steps before I have my first meal and start work. I would like to even just get like 20 minutes of steps done.
It's difficult though,
Um,
isn't it? Like when I think that. I think I'd love a morning routine where I get up, I don't go on my phone or go on my laptop. I do like I just go on a walk, I rehydrate, then I get back and have a coffee, and then I've got people checking in at 5 a.m. Like I need to get to work. Like it's
the issue for me is that when I start work from 7, potentially I might not leaving the desk until 11 from
yeah.
doing calls, and then it's time to go to the gym. And I look at my Apple Watch and you've done 1,000 steps. And it's like I've got 15k to do here. You know, it would just be nice to make a bit of a dent in that. But I mean, if I'm not doing 40 minutes of cardio and I'm doing 20 minutes of cardio, there's 20 minutes of steps I can add in. So,
Yeah.
You need to get a standing desk and a treadmill.
Said that, but it's so hard doing posing sessions. You'd be jumping off and on it, wouldn't you?
I'd be off it more than I'm actually on it, and I don't want people paying good money for a service and I'm standing or walking about like toot toot toot.
Yeah, I mean for check-ins for me, like obviously I'm just recording them on the laptop, so I just walk along with it and it's spot on. Like if I prep some check-ins and I have 60 minutes of them to record, it's what 6k steps, like 1,000 every 10 minutes. So
But I also think it's not just about getting the steps done, it's how you do them as well. Like I do my steps out and about at a decent pace, enjoying the fresh air with a podcast. Like it's
yeah,
not just taking a
I don't
walk.
think it should be entirely only on your treadmill and that's it. Like fuck that.
Yeah, I think a mix. I had the walking pad during prep, and I probably did like maybe 20% of my steps on it. You know what I mean? Like I barely really used it. Maybe not even that. But like there was points. I remember there was one day when I got back late. Can't remember what it was, but I know Man United were playing, or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just a football match was on, and I was so behind on steps, and I needed to open the gym in the morning, and I was like, I'm legit going to be running on this walking pad. Like I had it on as like as fast as you could go. I was almost running just like for 40 minutes. I got like a massive sweat on, and I was like, this it's not ideal, but I'd rather get these fucking done on the walking pad where it's forcing me to go fast, and then I can get to bed and I can get a decent sleep before opening the gym, rather than walking outside and probably just not.
Also, not having to get dressed up and go out if it's raining,
Yeah,
it's fucking miserable. Like, it's just handy to have in a sense.
yeah, they are good.
Play FIFA on it.
Yeah.
Play FIFA and Penguin.
Yeah,
Yeah. Does Pokemon Go work if you?
yeah, it tracks your steps on it.
Does it? Oh,
Yeah.
you just obviously don't get any Pokestops and shit, do you? It's just the wee eggs hatch.
I only use that for this is me being a fucking gimp again. I only use it so I can get candies with my buddy so I can evolve them to then do the Pokédex. That's my sweat protocol, mate.
Nice. This guy fucks.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I played a game.
You need to get on that shit. You need to.
The thing is, I feel like I don't switch off when I play a game. I just get pissed off about not being good at it. So then
Yeah.
like, I'd rather just like, for me to unwind, I'd rather just watch a film or watch a documentary or something. Mourinho documentary. Get on it, guys. It's good.
Any of you's watched Homeland?
No.
I'm deep into that at the minute. It's good.
What is that? Is that the Homelander guy? Or is it?
No. It's Homeland. So it's based on like the guy who was out in the Marine Corps. Was prisoner of war, and then he came back to the country. And I'm not going to spoil it or anything, but
Netflix.
it's very good.
Is this the guy with that was Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire?
Damian Lewis.
Okay, no, never mind. Do you know the one
I
I'm?
think I know the thing that you're talking about.
Yeah.
And he ends up fucking his brother's wife or something. Yeah.
Is it on Netflix, Matt?
Yeah, first season's like incredible. It got me hooked.
Yeah.
Ben,
Cool.
how have you been?
Injured
Yeah.
constantly
Me too.
because we train aggressively.
I was gonna say.
Oh,
If you listeners look back a couple of podcasts ago, or it must have been the last podcast, you will understand why me and Noah are fresh as the daisy.
No, but that being said, I didn't get injured throughout my prep. And I think a lot of that is because during prep, you just, of course, you're a bit more safe with things. Like, you wouldn't risk a rep. Like, you're very tentative, and obviously, as you're leaner and you have less body fat and stuff, you're just safer. It's my own fault. Like, it's not that bad. I just tweaked my back on the stiff legs yesterday. So I was like, felt good. I was like, right, I'll just go heavier. And like, I'd been doing a high rep first before a low rep for the past like few weeks. And then this week I was like, oh, I'll just do my heavier set first, and I shouldn't have done. But I'm sound. I'm used to be fair, before we trained together, Josh, I was alright. And then I was like, oh, this is the first time that I'd switched up my training at all for like months and months and months, because obviously I was training with Josh, and I was like, oh yeah, sound mate, I'll just do a couple of different movements with you. Since then, like, my body's just been like fucking battered. So yeah, I'm trying to be sensible. I'm just trying to, like, my leg sessions are very much like just trying to find what feels okay and works pretty well. It seems to be like pivot movements, arc movements, like pendulums and hip presses, rather than linear movements. That's working okay. I'm getting quite a good amount out of my quads. I can hinge. I was a bit silly yesterday, but I can hinge fine. I can hip thrust fine. I can ham curl, leg extension, so I can train. And then push. I've got like a dodgy shoulder, but it's getting better. Like, it's way better. Like, before, I couldn't even like lift my arm up to here. I couldn't like put my arm here at all. I'd be trying to do an abs and thigh, and I was like, oh my god, like I could do that. This side, I was like here, but it is getting there. It's still a bit tentative. I don't know, or tender. I don't know what it exactly is. But I've kind of given up with like getting scans done and going and seeing physios and stuff, because every time, like, I feel like I don't get anywhere. And me listening to my body tends to be the best option of just like work around it for a few weeks, be sensible for a few weeks, and then most of the time I can work sort of through it. So that's where we're at. What about you?
Well, I'd like to preface this by saying that my injury was actually from trying to get more range of motion and not go heavier. So the heavy argument is out the window here.
What about all of them before, but all of them?
Don't know what you're talking about. Don't know at all. No, mine is my left knee or my left quad, because in Croatia the barbell squat didn't feel good, so I thought, fuck it, I'm not putting any more weight on. I'll just try and like sink them, make them good reps, and get a lot of range of motion. Quad obviously wasn't happy with said range of motion, so it's not great, but it is getting better, which is good. I was able to do 35 kg on the leg extension. I usually do 100 kg when I'm at like full working weight, but that's the first time I've been able to do that in 5 or 6 weeks. I've been doing my rehab work, so I've just been strengthening up the tendon without putting too much stress and pressure on the quad. So it's improving. My legs are still literally nowhere to be seen. Like, my quads are horrendous right now. But hamstring training and glute training is still good. Strongest I've ever been on the hip thrust, and the rest of the leg training is sound. Went to Romania over the weekend. Got my Through Hell t-shirt here. Petrus sponsor.
Is that? Oh, I'm gonna say, is it a gym or?
It's a clothing company in Romania. Nice big oversized tee. It's lovely. But went and dilly-dallied in Romania. Done plenty of random things. Went go-karting, which was great. Went cliff jumping, which was also great.
Watch your vlog. I need to watch your vlog.
It's a good one. It's a long one, but it's good. If anyone hasn't watched it and wants to watch it, go over to my channel, Josh Natural Physique. But yeah, we went go-karting. Went had a shisha. Had 2 shishas actually, which was brilliant. A few drinks. Obviously done the cliff jumping, swam in that lake. Then the Sunday night there was the biggest festival that happens in Romania every year, and we didn't even plan it for me to kind of come over for that. Like, that would be a thing that you'd probably plan for, because it's massive and it's something you should really kind of book in advance, because you couldn't get tickets. But Petrus secured tickets an hour and a half before it started, I'm just like, fuck it, let's go for it. So I'm having a monster at 8 p.m, chugging that alongside a Summersby apple at the same time. So getting them down me. Got there, Flowrider was playing. So there was 150,000 people in this stage, a big massive football pitch, pretty much, big stadium. Flowrider was playing, and then it just got like progressively more aggressive. I went to Alan Walker, so it was just like 2016. It was like a FIFA pack opening every song, mate. Like it was crazy. So vibes were immaculate there, and then it started to get a little bit harder. Afrojack, and then Steve Aoki. Then it was like the Mad Priest guy that just plays techno and shit. There was crazy shit happening left, right, and centre. So I was slamming vodka cokes down me. As steaming, and I just like spawned in a basketball court at 3:30 a.m. in Romania listening to techno. So it was the most random shit ever, but it was fucking hilarious. Woke up at 12 o'clock the next day, and I've never been so panicked in my life. I looked at my phone and it was 12 o'clock, and I was just like, what the fuck? This does not feel good. But I did go to bed at like 4:30 a.m. and I needed some sleep because we barely slept over the weekend. But travel back, flew to Leeds, and then had to drive back from Leeds to Scotland. So that whole week after, just there, like I was trying to catch up and stuff. So it's been really busy, but all recovered now, and yeah, just cracking on from here. But excited for the show weekends. I've just been kind of chilling since, but that's all from me.
Yeah, cool. Let's discuss the show weekend.
Yes.
First of all, quick shout out to Hayden, who I had on stage. Let me get the photos up. So Hayden is a teen bodybuilder from Canada. He did the OCB Natty Niagara show in Niagara Falls, and he basically did 4 classes, and he came first in 2 of them and came second in 2 of them. So he did novice, teen, won both of those. So novice bodybuilding, teen bodybuilding, and then he did open and debut, which is like first timers because this was his first ever show. He came second in those 2. So the guy that won the pro card, he came second to, but then apparently he beat him in another class. I don't really know how that worked, but either way, shout out to Hayden because he's a very, very nice guy, and he's going into a second peak. This is the guy that won the pro card. So yeah, he's going into a second peak week this week doing WMBF in Ontario. But yeah, he's
the guy that beat him.
The guy that beat him is coached by Adam
Patrick Reynolds. I used to see him post on TikTok. He's coached by Adam now, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks good.
But yeah, Hayden looked great for a teenager, for his first ever show. Awesome. Like, his shape is crazy. Like, that front lat spread's a joke. That, for a teenager, like the quarter turn, just like, yeah, really, really good. So, he's got a second show this week, and then pretty much wrapping it up there. But yeah, really, really good, really happy. He was buzzing with it. So yeah, looking forward to the WMBF. He's already looking sharper this week as well, just with like the stress drop off and the confidence of doing well. So yeah, and he's just such a nice guy. Like, he's what you ask for in a client in terms of like.
Oh, that's perfect.
Great.
Keep going. No, keep talking about that. He's a perfect. Oh,
What a guy.
I can kind of speak about him because he is my opposing client. He is a lovely kid. Like,
yeah.
He's so mature for his age. Really respectful. Puts the work in. And he's got a very successful bodybuilding career ahead of him if he sticks with it.
That front lat spread is nasty. And the one that Finn
he's doing like a medical degree, like his MCATs or something. So he's like studying like mad as well for this.
There it is.
On top of the prep.
That was perfect, Finn. Just mid sentence.
Mate, you know what I did? I tried to stop sharing and I just left.
Nice.
So yeah, shout out Hayden. See you in a bit.
Ideal. But no, I was just saying it does look very good, and again for a teenager, super impressive.
He's really good, mate. He's got such good shape. Like, his shape is crazy. He's got a huge sort of amount of potential in the sport.
I was going to say, imagine as a junior, giving him 4 years to.
From the back, he's just a bit weak, and he knows that. He's really good from the front, and he's good from the side, but from the back, he just needs a lot more tissue. But that will come in time. And again, he's literally got this for his first season, first show. Like can't complain. Really, really good, and really he really enjoyed it as well, which is always nice. It's horrible, when it's like you have a client where their first show is just a bit shit, like it's not ran very well, or he was like, yeah, he was happy. I was obviously just like on the other side of the phone to him all day. It's not too bad. The time difference is only 5 hours, so it worked out pretty well because he was on stage at like 1. It ended up being, so it was only like evening for me. But yeah, he rang me, like FaceTimed me with all his medals and stuff. It was sick. So yeah, shout out Hayden. And like I say, he's on again this weekend. I've got 4 clients on this weekend. One of them being Noah, who's doing the OCB. And then I've got Hayden doing the WMBF in Canada. And then I've got Ethan and Eddie doing the UKDFBA Northern. It's crazy how quick that's come round.
Yeah, no. This year
Right.
in general.
Where's this year gone? Like, obviously, I hate, when everyone's like, oh, the years just get faster and faster. It is true. But, like, because I did the first half of the season, you then almost picture the second half of the season as, like, being quite far away. But it's not. Like, it's literally now. It's mental.
That's crazy. Like, even with Lewis and Harry. Like, I remember, like, Harry's first show, I was like, yeah, it's a wee while. Then, boom, it's Harry's first show. He's finished his prep. Lewis has finished his prep. Like, fucking hell. It's ridiculous. It does happen quickly. I've got Lewis Hoskins in the UKDFB Northern. I've got Will in UKDFB Northern, and then I've got Big Gav heading down in Noah's Ends for this weekend for the OCB show.
Cool.
So Gavin had ended his prep, and we'd set out his baseline targets for his off-season. Something like 400, 500 grams of carbs, a good amount of foods, because he wasn't eating like a little amount beforehand. Sitting, I think, around the kind of high 2,000 mark, low 3,000 calories. Sat there for 2 weeks. So I feel fucking mint. And I was like, great, let's keep it going. He was like, what's your thoughts on maybe doing the OCB? And he was like, I'm not going to do it again for probably, another 2-3 years. He's got his wee girl to look after, the gym's, just growing and growing and growing. So he was like, I'm probably not going to go next year. I want to make the most of this year and I still feel good. And fuck it, let's go for it. So we spent 2.5 weeks in that slight surplus. He trained really well, like brought his cardio down, everything's all good. Came back down to prep and he was 167 at his lowest beforehand, 168, 169 kind of on average. He's 170 to 171 now, significantly sharper, bigger and better, and I'm like, fuck yeah. Like he just needed that little bit of time away from a deficit. That momentum that he built up throughout like the little surplus within his training is carried, and his training's like the best it's ever been. And everything's just like he's been obviously sending me check-ins on a daily basis for the peak. And you're just getting better. Like he looks really good. His glutes are showing a lot more now. He's got better trunks. Everything's just improving. So I'm excited for that for sure.
What classes are you doing?
In the OCB, I believe he'll be bodybuilding tall. He's messaging tonight about like the actual running order and exactly how things are going to be going because we've not confirmed.
Yeah, I've not heard anything.
Yeah, I was saying like try to get them to give you a wee order and like when things are going to be on, but that's going to be his show, and then he's got the BNBA Scottish as well as his final one. But yeah, the OCB I'm quite excited for, obviously to see Noah compete and Gavin as well.
What classes are the boys doing at UKDFBA?
Teens and juniors, World teens, and then Lewis juniors. And your boys, Eddie?
Eddie's in juniors, and Ethan is doing. I asked him today because he's doing 2 classes. He's doing open, and he'll probably be middleweights. But obviously, they'll weigh him in, and he's doing classic.
Okay, sick. Noah, yourself, you have Jan, yeah?
Yeah, just got Jan this weekend for OCB, wrapping up his season there. That is the main reason why I'm going down to do OCB. Initially, the plan was to do UKDFBA, with my first ever show being the UKDFBA Northern back in 2022. But I ended up just realising, like, I'd rather watch Giannis compete than me actually compete. And I thought, well, fuck it, I may as well just hop in and do both rather than only do one and not the other. So going down, get to watch Jan do juniors, novice, and open. Just go and test his water, see how he is with the big boys, which will be good fun. But again, I've not heard anything from OCB about running order or anything like that. But no, just Jan this weekend, wrap up his season, and we've got just a couple of boys left for the year.
Sick. Finn, quickly, I've just muted you. Your fans a bit loud. Just so that nobody mentions anything.
Alright, I'll just stuff behind the heat.
Yep, that's perfect. That's what you get for leaving. That's your punishment for leaving us and coming back.
Sorry, boys.
Oh, good.
Have you got
weekends?
You got a busy weekend of clients?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, obviously there's a lot of crossovers, and I think I've got a couple more. I know Cammy Owens is going again this weekend. Who else? I've got it all written down, but
Cammy, what is he competing in? Is it OCB or UKDFB?
junior tall at the UK FBA. So that is actually split, by the way. You know the way they posted about the central being split, juniors, short and tall.
Oh.
The northern is also split, but you have to go on to the. There was like an infographic, but it wasn't the title slide. But then if you scroll across, it has the running order. And
I saw that the juniors are split, but the teens aren't. Apparently, I think for this one, and then the teens are for the next one.
central like is it's full, isn't it?
Yeah,
So pretty much every class where possible has been split.
it's going to be busy.
That'll be a really good one to watch.
Everything's filling up very early this season. I know they usually fill up at some point, but I feel like fucking every show's just filled out left, right, and centre.
Mate, even the shows for next year, they're putting up posts being like, oh, we've already filled out like a quarter of the shows at PCA Scotland
How
for
much of that do you believe, though?
not a great deal. But
PCA is bollocks, like. No offense,
Yeah,
PCA, but-
yeah.
No offense, PCA. I agree, but then also the PCA 5 has filled up because they've started a waiting list, and like I've got clients who are like emailing them because they're on the waiting list.
Yeah.
I always thought it was just a marketing tactic, and I think for the most part it is.
What's going to
Like,
be
Tickets, like show tickets, maybe.
Huh?
Show tickets, or maybe when they say like 95% full.
Yeah, I have heard from some sources that is a lot of bollocks, but it depends
Yeah.
on the show.
It's definitely a marketing tactic, and it works. But obviously, there is a limit to how many athletes you can have in a show. Because imagine if you had 1,000, that like just wouldn't work. So like, or you'd have to put it across 3-4 days. Like, so I do get it. They do have to have a certain cap, and they definitely have hit that with PCA Naturals 5 because, like I say, people are actually on a waiting list. I've not had that before. Like, I had a couple of clients message me and they were like, "Oh shit, I've missed out," and I was like, "Don't worry, you won't have." And they were like, "No, legit, I'm on a waiting list." I was like, "Oh shit," like because usually they'll say that it's full, and then you'll still be able to enter it anyway.
I mean, Petru last year at the 26th of July, the show that was just there. I mean, I know it's a little bit earlier, but I literally entered him a day out.
Yeah.
Yeah, a day out, and he was like, fine. You know, they were happy with that.
Remember, he came to TPC and we both like he posed and we both looked at each other like, "Fucking hell, he needs to compete."
Do you mind if you just change all your flights and compete this weekend? That went quite well.
I was going to nip for a week. 1 minute.
Go through. I've got a few final questions, just from 2 weeks ago, to go through just to wrap us up. Obviously, after we spoke about our clients, one of my clients has asked your worst and best ever client experience. Get some good ones here. Get cancelled. Let's go for best. Let's start off nicely. Best client experience, Matt. You think about anyone winning like overalls or
Yeah, there's one. I've had loads of good ones, but the one that really stands out was Brandon G's WNBF Pro Card win. Finn can speak on that one when he finishes shaking his penis about. But I don't know. Like that was the first. I think that was like one of the goals that we had, like with Brandon. But it was kind of like, oh, it's like it could happen. It'd be
Yeah.
sick, but like I don't know if it will. And then like just because I'd worked with him for so long heading into the show,
I was going
like
to say you were like relentless, weren't you, with pose? I remember seeing that.
it was like every single week staying on top of it. So it wasn't just like he came for a couple of sessions. Okay, kind of know what I'm doing. Heads off. It's like every week we're drilling rounds, fixing things, improving, tweaking. So then to finally see him get on stage and then to actually achieve the pro card was mental. And there's the video of it where like me and Finn are like sat beside each other at WMBF, and I'm literally like this as they're about to announce it.
Yeah.
That was
Who's that?
Brandon G's pro card win.
Yeah, that was sick on it.
We're
Yeah.
just saying the best and worst client experiences is the question that we've got, and Matt's saying Brandon G winning the pro card is his worst experience. It's fucking terrible. Shite, man.
Never again.
Yeah.
That was good, wasn't it? Because he's just such a good lad.
That's what I was going to say. That's what makes it better. Like, he's just, like Brandon's not one to be like,
He
oh,
just-
coming for it all. Like I'm gonna
Right,
fuck people
yeah.
up. Like just kind of maybe didn't believe in himself as much as he probably should have or could have, and then to see him do that and just be so buzzing for him, like it was very cool. There was so many people there as well. Remember that photo of all of us up on stage afterwards? Like there was that weekend was great as a whole. Petri winning his card as well. Like, huh?
Apart from the Airbnb.
Oh no, that was incredible. Best Airbnb ever. Finn
Yeah,
Ball.
that was a great show.
Yeah, the wee mini birthday party after it as well. To
Yeah,
little
that
cherry
whole
on
weekend,
cake.
that experience was good.
It was wicked. Noah, your best client experience?
God, I could count on my fingers the bad ones. The best one, I think, honestly, I really enjoyed Natty 3, was it, with
Last
Ewan
year.
and Yanis.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think both of them just sound as fuck. Like Ewan obviously coming away with a win after a long period of time away from the stage, and then Yanis having his first show back, and it was in men's physique. It wasn't even in his bodybuilding, and coming away with third place against again like Leo Woods was in that class. Like it was a good fucking lineup. So I think that weekend itself, like being with the Kaizen boys, just chilling, like having a laugh with them. It was so stress free. Didn't need to worry. Didn't have to get told off or shouted at or anything like that or moaned at. It was quite pleasant, peeking the boys. So definitely enjoyed working with those two over that weekend. I'd say that one for me. Yeah.
I thought you meant maybe last year because I remember when
First ever,
when
first ever
Cammy done
band.
really well. Yeah, and maybe
Yeah.
you were literally in the crowd and I looked back and you were like sobbing. You were like
Yeah.
so fucking happy for him. I was like, that's incredible.
That is up there. I think it was also the fact that it was my first ever show, and it was like being a coach for someone, and I know Cammy went through a lot for that, and it was just putting in that much work as a team, and I know that Matt would have seen, having worked with Cammy, like how much Cammy poured into that prep itself. So that's something that I'll always hold with me. But I think as a weekend as a whole and all parties involved, I think the weekend, that one there was the best to me.
Sick. Finn, best experience?
I don't know. It's difficult. It's hard to pick one. If I can say, I'll say a few because I don't think it's. I don't feel like I have specifically one. But I also don't think it's fair to let's say pick one because it's almost like favoritism. Like if I go, oh, when Josh won the Heart of England as a team, like yeah, that was sick and like that was absolutely class. But also like, is that better than when Brandon G won his pro card, or is it better when Matt won the MBFI? And you know what I mean. So it's like there's loads of good ones. The MBFI was a really cool weekend because I was going through a bit of a shit time as well. So like that was good for me mentally to be like, fuck yeah, like my clients have done well. I'm really happy. Like Matt won the overall and looked fucking mint, and then the boys did really well as well. I had what three. Well, everybody won, and then I had three in the overall. Jerome was also in the overall, so that was just a nice weekend. I felt like I needed that as well, like from just backing myself a little bit because I was just obviously in a pretty down kind of place mentally and personally. So that was really good. Obviously, Josh winning the Heart of England as a team. To be fair, I'd put that up there, but I actually think you winning the WNBF was maybe better.
I was going to
Because
say I'd probably put that above it because it was so unexpected. Like the Heart of England's not that expected to win that overall, but I'd already won an overall in a sense. But that WNBF one, I had no clue about bodybuilding or this and that. I didn't know what was going to happen, and it was so unexpected for you. I remember being on the phone to like my mum and dad after it, like, what
yeah,
the fuck is going on?
I remember you told them like, don't worry about waiting up, and I
I
said,
wish I'd told them to watch it. They literally never watched it because I was like,
I said like make sure you do tell them to because like I remember after you I think it was maybe like 2 or 3 classes after yours I remember saying to you like you got a chance here like with how good you looked in your class I was like I think you can beat like the people who I've seen winning their classes. I was like I haven't seen them all because I think we were maybe only like up to like middleweights or something. It's like but I think you can win it and like when you in the overall it was like he should win, but he might not because he's a teen and he's only like you know what I mean. He's like he's young and
yeah.
but he's way better. Like he should win this. And then obviously when you
I
did, I was
just
like,
seen loads of fucking big guys, and I was like, "There's literally not a chance." Like, mum and dad, there's no way I'm winning this. Remember, it was backstage with Ben, and I was like, mate, I don't even know why I'm here. Like, what the fuck is going on? Or like, this is actually just the DLC, and like we're getting a wee extra chance to go in and do this and just be a part of it. And then it was when I heard you shout like, "Let's fucking go then, Josh. This could be yours." I was like, "Oh, okay." And like I could see the worry and like everything in your face, like being like, "Oh shit, what's gonna happen?" That's when I realized like, "Oh, there's actually
A chance.
maybe a chance I win
The
this."
thing is as well, like because I feel like this doesn't mean to come across in any way as like me being like, oh, it's because of this, because it's obviously it's the athlete's work. But when we redid your tan and we redid your glaze, it was like fucking hell, you look mint. Like, and everyone else had just like the tan had worn off, the glaze had worn off, and like because we like redid everything, it was like, mate, you look way better than you.
That A1 tan.
Filled you up more. We filled you up more. You were really like chilled because you probably thought not much going into it, and
Yeah.
also again the confidence of winning your class. And mate, yeah, like the look was so good. Like the photos that we've got from that class is still fucking mental. Like that's one of the best looks of the season. Yeah, it wasn't your absolute sharpest, but you were fucking full and like you looked mint.
Yeah.
So yeah, that you winning your UK FBA overall was really cool. You beating the guy with one arm at the Olympia, at the Natty Olympia was
Come
great.
on, and then getting third call outs in the men's.
The WNBF this year was really good, with Aiden and Charlie and Kieran all in the overall. That was really cool. So yeah, there's loads. I wouldn't want to pick a worst one because I know the question was like worst experience. Like, I don't want to pick someone out and say because of this. Like,
What about that UK FPA British show that I did?
yeah, that's up there.
Horrendous. And then there was the novice one earlier on, or the Heart of England earlier on that year as well. You had a stinker. Not get into it, but
2024.
no, just in terms of like the show results, didn't you? I don't want to say the people's names, but people might know.
I think I know what you're getting at. Yeah.
He's moved to Australia.
Well, there we go.
People won't know that. People won't know that.
Yeah, I think they will.
The hardcore, the OG UK real enthusiast.
Mate, literally, I've just realised what you're talking about. I've cleared it from my mind.
It was erased.
Mate, literally, I was like, what are you on about? I was like,
Not
yeah,
surprised.
just got it. Yeah, that was yeah. But to be fair, like no disrespect to the guy, I wasn't ever expecting him to do really well. So like with you at the UKDFBA, that was disappointing. Like because yeah, you got a top 5, but it wasn't you at your best. So we were both a bit like fucking hell. That was a bit of a shitter. It was cool though. Like coming back in Denmark, it still wasn't your best, but it was a lot better. And then winning in Denmark was cool, and not setting the Airbnb on fire. That was good. But yeah, like I mean, bad experiences. I would say more often than not, it's not at a show. It's more often like something that a client's done that, let's say, you think, what the fuck's happened there, or why have they done that? You know what I mean? It's very rarely like.
I would say it's not specific clients, but it's specific situations and or specific things. And the main thing is no communication, and then just leaving, going with someone else, going off plan, whatever it may be, like, and not communicating to the coach. And then you feeling like you've been in the wrong, or you feeling guilty for it, and then you feeling anxious as to whether you actually pull them up on it, or whether you be a bit more stern with them, or whether you just say like, oh, it's all good, but then you're thinking I should have pulled them up about it. Like it's unfortunate. Or I've had ones that's been a long time since this has happened because I make sure that people give me the payment before I actually make the plan now. But I've had people where the Go Cardless payment say hasn't worked, and I've not realised it. And I'll be like, oh, can you like refill that payment out once I've set the plan, once I've given like a first check and stuff? Ghosted. Like, fuck you, man. Like, it's just the scummiest shit ever. Like, so I make sure that the payment's already taken and everything's sorted with that now. But yeah, just some stuff like even people cancelling the coaching or like cancelling a payment and not telling you they've done so, and then just like out of nowhere, or when you think things are going well and like you've seen like on a email or a Go card that's been cancelled, like, oh, maybe it's an old one that's like just randomly cancelled itself, and it's like one of your good clients, and you're like, what the fuck? Like stuff like that. It's just, I think, lack of communication.
And you get that less and less though as you get
Yeah, for sure.
develop more and like
But you're
when
always going to run into it, like,
and maybe charge less. Like you do get people like that. But like I can't remember the last time that anything like that happened. It has happened, but like you even said then, it hasn't happened for ages because like you learn from it, but also you also realize who not to waste your time on. Like if I get a message, and this is just being honest, if I get a message that says how much you charge for coaching, I don't reply because they haven't even said please or hey mate. I don't want to work with someone like that. You know what I mean? If they just put how much is coaching, no, hello mate, no, hey mate, just inquiring what's the cost. I don't mind asking what the price is, but at least say please or at least say hey mate. Don't just put what's cost of coaching.
yeah, you can tell from like people straight away again, like the more that you get into it and the more that you can kind of not say no, but like, you know, not want to work with people like that and not kind of have to work with people like that. You know, you avoid it more. And I think also the content that you put out there as well, like, attracts those type of people. Or like for us, because we all post content that is actually about improving yourself and our clients doing well, but also telling them that they have had to put the work in for that and showing everything that's happened, showing the longer timeline. You know, we're all pretty realistic. We're not like overly positive and trying to put out loads of crazy shit there. Like we attract people kind of similar to us who aren't going to fuck us over quite as much. But again, early days in the coaching, you're maybe not going to get that quite as much because you've not got that skin in the game in a sense. But yeah, the worst experiences is just people being disrespectful. You know, like when you've put a lot of time and effort into someone, and then they don't give you that respect. Whether that's even just again a simple after your check-ins, or like when you send over something, when you do something, they don't even say thank you. They just ignore it, and then they maybe don't take on that feedback, and they do the same thing next week. And I'm like, come on, you know, like
Funniest, I was just going to say the funniest thing is when you get, like, I get this all the time with like posing clients where I'll do the check-in for them 1 week. We've got a call the next week. 5 minutes before the call, such and such has watched the Loom video, and I'm like, right, brilliant. We know when you've watched it, people.
yeah, it gives a notification.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you go on again. They've not checked in. This is also another thing. Not we're gonna be here for hours. No, but like again, it comes down to communication. Like if you don't check in because something's happened, okay, that's fine. Tell me beforehand. Okay, mate, I've had a super busy day. My fucking nan's fell down the stairs and I've been in hospital with her. I'm at the hospital. I can't check in.
Wait, I don't give a fuck. Get the checking over.
Mate, I want you to strip naked
Look
in
at the
that
disabled
fucking
toilet, mate.
hospital room right now. I know. Grand
Nan
the
take
checking goes for you. But yeah, like just simple communication of like letting you know as to why things maybe haven't been okay, and you know sometimes it can slip, and sometimes people aren't in the best of headspaces, and you know that's absolutely fine. That's human, but realistically, if you're talking about progressing and talking about doing things and talking about this and that, like back it with your actions, and again be respectful to your coach because we're all busy. Like you know we have our days kind of scheduled out. This is when we're going to do our check-ins, so we have asked you to send your check-in over at that time to work around our schedule. If we've finished check-ins and you've still not checked in, I just say no, you're not getting a check-in. You know, like because I'm not wasting my time when I'm either planning to do content, when I'm planning to do form feedback, when I am planning to spend time with family. I'm not taking that away because you've not checked in on time. You
The
know?
way I say it to clients is like, you wouldn't just randomly turn up to the barber's house on a Sunday and go cut my hair whilst he's having dinner with his family.
Yeah.
I mean, like you wouldn't do that. You also wouldn't go to the barbers when they're closed and expect them to be there and open up and cut your hair. You know what I mean? You go when you booked in. So essentially, check in on time.
Easy. I've got a final question from the one and only Jack Morrison. Would you rather legally change your name to Tess Tickle or rip uncontrollably eggy farts anytime within 10-foot distance of a female? Now,
Testicles are a good line. I quite like
but
that.
then like when you get called out on stage,
Yeah,
testicle.
you just have to become testicle.
Yeah, you just
Yeah, it's like an alter ego.
Yeah.
Tess Tickle's quite a good name, to be fair. You could just go as Mr. Tickle.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of cold. I wouldn't ideally want to rip eggy farts anytime I'm within 10-foot distance of a female.
That would just end up being a lot, wouldn't it? Like, if you're in the gym, if you're out doing anything, if you're sat next to your missus and it's just constantly.
Yeah.
What if you're on like, I'm thinking like public transport and there's a load of girls going to like a Taylor Swift concert and you're just like stuck on a train, you can't
What
go
if
anywhere,
it's
just
what if
eggy
it's
farts.
What if it's only when you're trying to chat up a girl? Like, it's
What
not
if
around
it's like-
any.
You
Imagine
speak
that,
to
like-
women anyway, mate. So
Yeah.
Imagine you're trying to like get it on, like it's just not a vibe, is it?
Peggy. But then what if she's going, oh, testicle, oh, she's shouting that. That's maybe.
Yeah, but do they?
Who says their full name?
I was gonna say. I don't think. I
Never
think
know.
it'd just be Tess.
If you have a name, if you have a name that good, you need to kind of pay respect to it, you know. Tickle.
No, it's like, oh, Tess, no, call me my full name.
So I think I'd rather take testicle. The only
I
downside.
feel like I actually quite like the name Testicle. I think I'm gonna go with it.
yeah.
Yeah, ask them to put that between Finn and Kelly next time you go out on stage.
Yeah.
Finn testicles,
Testicle.
Finn testicle Kelly.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Why not?
Right, that wraps us up. A good question to finish. That's an hour of yap. Hopefully you have all enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching. We do appreciate it big time. If you have made it all the way here, please do like and subscribe. If you're on YouTube, turn on notifications. If you're on Spotify, please rate us 5 stars, turn on notifications, all that jazz. We story is always appreciated as well. If you can tag us in the story, pop that up, it gets it around. And again, it's really cool for us to see as well. So thank you all. Have a good one, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.